For showing me that. See how it's doing a little buffering? All right, hey guys, happy Monday again. Today is Monday, October 1st. It is the beginning of the last quarter of the year. Please let us know you can hear us or see us. Oh, it's okay. We're learning. I know. Go ahead and share. It's funny because we're all learning technology. Esland, guess what? You're on. Yay, you're watching. So give us a thumbs up. I think they can hear us or see us. We started a teeny bit early. Rita Wilkerson, how are you? It's good to see you on the show. But this is Esland's first time. Esland Berjuste.
Yes.
Okay, got it. I don't know how I nailed that. It must be the luck of Ted Tober. Susie Parker's on. But give us a thumbs up. I think you can hear us or see us and see us. This lighting's much better than it was earlier, thanks to Esland, because I had no idea what I was doing. And it's dark out today. It's a weird kind of day. It's overcast. Frederick, we still have to get together, my friend. Angelia's on. So welcome to the show. I'm excited to have you. So we have to give a shout out to our friend Alex Burnett.
Hi, Alex.
Hey, Alex. Hopefully he's on. I mean, I know he saw that we were on because I think he liked the post. But Alex introduced us, and as soon as I saw what Esland does, I'm like, oh, she's perfect for the show. So, second show of the day. We've got another show after this, although the Citrus Club is kicking us out. They've got people coming in. So welcome.
Thank you for having me.
I'm excited. It's so nice to have somebody on. Hey, Tony. It's that I don't have to give a ton of direction to. I mean, it's kind of cool. Like, you already do your own stuff.
Yeah.
Gosh, you just showed me how to do the lighting. I kind of look angelic in this lighting, although I've got a 9 head going on. That's always my biggest thing with this little reflection here. So hopefully I'm not blinding anybody. So tell us. We always like to start with a little bit about you. So give us a little history on you. I shared your bio, but people like to hear it from the person.
All right. So I am born and raised in West Palm Beach, Florida. I'm of Haitian descent. I currently work as a registered nurse. I'm also an entrepreneur. I created a card game that actually teaches the history of Haiti, and I also have 2 nonprofit organizations.
Wow. All right. So you were born. Let's start there. You're of Haitian descent. You're born here in Florida.
Born and raised in West Palm Beach.
Okay, in West Palm. And then what did you want to do as a kid? Did you want to grow up and be a nurse? Did you always have no? What did you want to be?
I think my first thing that I wanted to be was a teacher.
Sure.
Yeah, I didn't want to be a nurse. Both my sisters are nurses. I didn't want to be anything like them. But I ended up being a nurse.
So how do you go though from being a nurse? You're an RN. You're a registered nurse.
Yes.
And do you have a specialty, a practice that you work with, or you're just... Nurses are so underappreciated. My daughter Courtney is a nurse.
Hey, Courtney.
Courtney's amazing. She's giving chemo right now. I have no doubt in my mind. That's her. She's a oncology nurse. But you guys are so underappreciated and undervalued. So we totally appreciate you. By the way.
Thank you.
But how did you go from not wanting to be a nurse to all of a sudden being a nurse? But more importantly, how did you go from being a nurse to wanting to do a vlog about Haiti? And then being an entrepreneur and forming Watch Kids.
All right, so when in undergrad, I had an externship class where I had to go to different grade level schools. And the first day in elementary school, I changed my major. I think I bounced around a little bit, and then...
Oh, so you were going to be a teacher.
Yeah.
Then you went to the school and you said, absolutely no way.
No way.
There is no way on the planet I can do this. That's how my daughter was she wanted to be an OB/GYN nurse, an OB nurse. Mm-hmm. And after her rotation there, she's like, Daddy, there is no way on the planet I want to be that. But that's what they're for, right? So you're not spending 4 years doing a degree and then all of a sudden you get into it.
Exactly.
And you hate it.
Yeah, because I never thought that I could handle nursing because I thought, I can't handle the sight of blood, the sight of vomit, and things of that nature. But my sisters were nurses, and they were like, just give it a shot. So I did, and I've been a nurse now 7 years.
All right, so how do you go from not liking the blood? Did you have to get into something where you didn't have to do it? That's my biggest thing. I can't stand it when they tap on my arm to get the blood out. It's not the blood or the needle. It's that tapping that gets me, or the smell of that alcohol rub.
Anticipation.
It's the anticipation.
No, I actually, surprisingly, blood doesn't bother me. I don't like phlegm. So when they start
everybody's got a
coughing
thing,
and
yeah.
the trachs, that's when I start to run.
That's not good.
I like poking and
You like
pricking
poking and prodding?
Prying.
You get some stress out on that?
Yeah, actually, I really enjoy it. I work at Florida Hospital in the PCU floor, so
That's
I
awesome.
truly do enjoy it.
PCU is?
Progressive Care Unit, so ICU step down.
Wow, okay. And it's all ages there?
Adults.
Oh, it's all adults,
Yeah,
okay.
18 and up.
Okay. And so how did you decide then, because you're of Haitian descent, you said
Yes.
were your parents both born in Haiti?
Yes.
Okay. So how did that become a passion of yours? When did you decide, because it's one thing to be raised with understanding your ancestry and the culture, but then it's another thing to want to do something and then actually take the action to do it.
Well, I credit my father for that. When I was 12 years old, I am 5 out of 7 children. And out of all the kids, 3 were born in Haiti, 4 were born in Haiti and 3 in the States. And my father, the ones who were born here, he wanted to bring me to meet my family, extended family in Haiti. I was 12. So when I got to Haiti, my first time visiting, I had never seen homeless children and babies who live on the streets, and the public just walks. It's like they're invisible.
Wow.
So I asked my dad, I was like, where's the foster care system? Where's the government? Where are their parents? And they basically told me, in this country, if you don't have a mother or father, most times your extended family can't afford to take you in, so you're kind of left on your own. So at 12, I decided, okay, I have to come back and do something. So every summer, my dad would take me. I would go and bring clothes to new mothers at the hospitals and do what I could to help families around the neighborhood, give them dinner for the night or things like that. And then when I got older, I started learning about business and not what a nonprofit was, because I didn't know at the time that's what I had.
Well, at 12, I think it's actually really remarkable that at 12 you were moved enough by the situation, by what you saw, that you wanted to take action, because most 12-year-olds are 12-year-old girls are boy crazy, or 12-year-old boys are out playing. There's all the stereotypes that go on, but most 12-year-olds don't have the wherewithal to be moved enough to want to actually take action. Your dad must have seen something in you, right? Is that because you said that he picked you? You are the one that he took to Haiti. I think that's kind of a cool little thing.
I think because I'm his favorite. He may not say that,
Dad.
but I think because I'm his favorite. But when I'm a people's person, and they've always known that since a kid. He actually, when I first started, he actually didn't want me to do it.
He didn't?
No, because he was like, you're not born in Haiti. You don't know the you don't know the culture and how.
Was he afraid they wouldn't accept you because you weren't, even though you're of Haitian descent, that you weren't in the culture, weren't born in it, weren't living in it?
I think he was more so afraid that I was too nice, and that they might take my kindness for my weakness and kind of run over me or take advantage of me or things like that, because I just didn't understand the system. And I still don't fully, but I'm there so often now that I am learning.
That's such a great point, though. I think people get caught up, in my opinion, people get so caught up in trying to work the system that they allow that to defeat them in what they're trying to accomplish. So it sounds to me like you had a mission, you had something on your heart you wanted to accomplish, and you're going to figure out how to work around the system or work the system. You don't have to always know everything about every system when it comes to helping people. You just have to have the heart to want to help them and then figure out the resources and go from there. It doesn't always have to be within the system, and that's not just in Haiti, that's in the States too, or anywhere. So don't let that, I would like to tell people, just don't plan it out so much that you're ineffective in what you're trying to accomplish and what you're trying to help people with.
Yeah.
So what was the first, that got you thinking, and then obviously you've got an entrepreneurial spirit. Mm-hmm. Do both your parents have it, all your siblings have it, or are you the only one, since you're the favorite?
I would say my mother definitely does. She's the reason why my dad even moved to America, because of her entrepreneurship in Haiti, and my little brother, and my big brother as well. Yeah, I guess it's a
So
family thing.
there's something there, obviously. And so what did you have to do? So 12 is different. You're doing what you can as a 12-year-old as a minor. Did you continue you said you were going back pretty much every year.
Mm-hmm.
Did you continue to work on it during the year when you weren't here and when you were in the States? And then how did it eventually become something that you went as an adult and decided, this is what I want to create, and I want you to give them the acronym of Watch Kids and talk about kind of the development of that?
All right, so at 12, like you said, I would go back and forth, and then high school, I knew like I'm going to do something, but I just didn't know what it was, and I felt like God was saying like, okay, you're not ready yet. So it was the seed was planted, and throughout the years, it was being watered. So once I got into college, I got saved, and I started praying more and going to church. And one day I was just having a conversation with God, and I said, okay, like I want to do this, but what am I doing?
Right.
And I prayed, and I got the letters WATCH. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what that means. And then like a week or two later, I realized that God was asking me, what about the children in Haiti? So that's where the acronym
You guys
WATCH
get it?
comes from.
What about the children in Haiti? Watch.
Watch.
I love it.
Yeah, and then so I was like, okay, great, that's awesome. Everyone's like, yeah, I love it. The name rings a bell. So from there, I started reading a lot about how to incorporate and become 501c3, because I was a college student, undergrad.
Sure.
I didn't have the money, so I had to like research, and I did it all on my own. Became 501c3. Everything, the paperwork, everything, I did it on my own. And in 2015, I realized that God was also asking me the same question in my local community. So that's how What About the Children at Home became about, and I work as well with kids in the local communities.
So, yeah, talk about that. So I love that you're talking about your faith, because, whatever your beliefs are, there's something that goes on people's hearts, the universe, God, that encourages you or puts an idea in your heart and what you want to do. And I'm telling you, once you have it, until you fulfill it, it's not going to let go of you. You can't get away from it. You can run screaming if you want, but it's going to come back if that's what you're supposed to do, which this is obviously what you're supposed to do, especially if you get a message like Watch. But what I love, there's so many things I love about what you do. I love that it's in both Haiti and here. I love that you have it on your heart to help the kids in our community as well, because there's such a big need everywhere. You can't fulfill everywhere, but it's really cool that you do something in your local community. So talk about what Watch Kids, what Watch Local does. What do you specifically do for and with the kids?
Oh, so locally, the biggest thing, our signature event, is titled Cupcakes and Conversation, and BLAST. BLAST stands, I love acronyms.
Me
BLAST.
too, obviously, that's good.
Yeah, BLAST stands for Building Lives Around Sound Truth.
Nice.
So Cupcakes and Conversation is more so geared towards the females, and BLAST is for the males. So we have like events where we do like empowerment workshops, career planning. We work with a local foster home as well, where we visit the girls. We'll have yoga sessions with them, just to kind of show them different ways to maybe deal with issues in life. Sit down and have pizza with them, have conversations with them. And we're working on more things in the community as well.
That's awesome.
Locally, we work in Orlando and as well as South Florida.
And how about Haiti? What do you, the needs I think must be a little bit different, because you were talking about how there were kids on the street, nobody was around them. I mean, are you trying to, we'll talk about the needs, talk about what you do.
All right, so with Watch Haiti, originally starting off when I felt like, okay, this is my assignment in life. Obviously, for me, the first thing I thought was orphanage. Then so I got into the orphanages there, and I started working with them. And just throughout time, like I guess that's where my dad, what he was trying to protect me from, I started realizing some of them just have different views and values, I guess you would say, as opposed to me. I believe a child should be a child. And it's already sad enough that they lack certain necessities needed to have a childhood. I don't believe in child labor. I don't believe there's just certain things that just wasn't connecting with the orphanages. So I decided to break away from them. And I prayed about it. And I was like, okay, God is asking me what about them. So my assignment is not an orphanage. That may be someone else's.
Right.
But so we're more so geared towards, I don't only want to work with orphans. I want to work with the children in general, because Haiti, as you know, has a lot of issues. And everyone talks about the change, but no one realizes the children are the future, because we're on our way out the doors, they're coming in.
Right.
And it's easier to change the mind of a 5-year-old than a 50-year-old.
That's
So,
true. I'll let you know when I'm 50.
I'm nowhere near. but
I know you're nowhere near.
So with Haiti, I take a different approach to things, which even for them, like the school I work with, they're like, oh, we don't necessarily do things this way. This is different for us, but we like the way you're doing it. We just started an after-school program at a school that we partnered up with in Port-au-Prince. We're working on a summer camp for next year, and just something like a Boys and Girls Club, but watch kids in Haiti.
I love that. And I think, so tell people what are your greatest needs? Because I think when you take on something like you've taken on, it's not just you. Of course, there's probably people helping you.
We
I
have
would
a board.
imagine. You have a
Shout
board.
out to Shelly, Justin,
Yes.
Brun, Sophie. They all make
You
it
should
possible.
tag them and shout out to them. When I share the video, you should do that.
Yeah.
Because it's so important, because the board can really make such a difference. It can make a huge difference from a resource standpoint, and just having somebody to bounce ideas off and talk through things that you're going through or that you're trying to accomplish. But what can people do to get involved? And so if you've got people who want to get involved in Haiti, I've had several people on who try to do charitable work, mission work, for lack of a better word, in Haiti. And they all do different things, and locally too. So what can we do? What if somebody's watching and go, I love her story, I love her spirit, what can I do to get involved?
The first thing would be to visit our website, watchkids.org, and read more about our mission statement. And our mission is to empower the youth to reach their full possibilities as productive, nurturing, and responsible citizens. So if that aligns with your mission in life, you can send us an email, connect with us on social media, and then we can see what your strengths are and how you could help us.
See, I did not prep her for that question, so one thing that I want to give you kudos for is that that is exactly what you should do every single time you're moved by something on a show, or you see something and you want to get involved. You really need to go do a teeny bit of research and make sure it's what's on your heart still. Make sure it aligns, like Esland said. I'm going to get it. I did good earlier. Esland says, because if you don't, you can bring some negative energy to the organization, and that's not just her organization, So I just encourage you. She has obviously she's young. She's put this together. It's been on her heart since she was 12. So you can't deny the passion. So if you're going to go in and it's not on your heart, move along to one of the other ones. I'm just saying.
There are many great organizations.
There's so many. So whenever I consult with nonprofits and we talk about boards and we talk about committees, I want people to know the mission statement and make sure that it's something that they love and cherish and can talk about all the time, which you can. So that was a great point, and I love the fact that you just answered that without me having to prep you for anything. That was good. So do you have any events coming up? Anything that you want to share with them? You said you do the cupcakes and you do Blast. So is that like once a year? Do you do it often?
Well, we were doing it probably like every other month. For Blast, I partnered with a good friend of mine, Mike Davis. He has an organization called One Body Outreach. And with the new project that I just started in Haiti, I had to take a step back and pass it on to my vice president. So she's getting a whole calendar ready for Watch at Home. I'll be able to attend events, but I can't necessarily plan because we just took on a big project in Haiti.
This is different than what you described earlier?
Yeah, it's called Project SCORE.
Okay, so
acronym again.
Listen, I love acronyms, so it's the only way I remember anything. TED must stand for something because I can remember TED. What does Project SCORE stand for?
Project SCORE stands for Sponsoring Children Obtaining Reform Education. So with Project SCORE, we have partnered with a school in Cafufe, IT, and we do school sponsorship. In addition to that, we have an after-school program. But not only do we give them the supplies necessary to have a successful school year, but we also give them the knowledge to just be successful in Haiti, because a lot of Haitians, I'm not going to say all, I can't speak for all, but not just Haiti, but a lot of people in other countries believe you either have to come to America to be successful or leave your country. So we're working with the kids at an early age to kind of push them towards success, help them find their purpose in Haiti, because being successful is about finding your purpose and fulfilling your purpose. It's not necessarily about beating someone else at being the top of your class or anything like that.
I totally
So
agree.
we just want to help these kids find success right at home. So with Project SCORE, people donate a tax-deductible donation of it's $75 to sponsor a child for the entire school year.
Wow. Where do you get your wisdom and insight from at such a young age? I don't know how old you are, and I would never ask that, but you're younger.
I'll
put
let
it
you
that
guess.
way. Oh no, I can't. You have beautiful skin. You're probably 90, and I don't even know it.
I'm 31.
Okay, so but you have this. You have such a wisdom about you that obviously a lot of people, when they're starting out, when you are speaking about the organization and what's important and how you talk about it, it's definitely got a lot more soul to it, meaning you seem like an older soul when you're talking about things. So does that come from your upbringing, or does that come from you witnessing all of the craziness that you've had to witness and knowing that you're probably one of the few spokespeople for some of these kids and some of these people in need?
Definitely my parents. I credit my older sisters a lot because I look up to them growing up, and they weren't boy crazy. They weren't out there. They were in school. They were focused. Hence, they are both nurses. Definitely God and my circle of friends. I surround myself around women and men who are either like me or better than me. I'm usually never the smartest person in the room when I'm with my friends. So definitely just my environment and my love for Haiti and for the people of Haiti and the children. Fell in love with Haiti at a young age.
I love that, though. And I think that, again, it has to be on your heart. You have to have experienced it. I have the Hobarts go. Jim and Beth Hobart go a lot. He photographed right after the earthquake, right? Earthquake?
Yes.
And just, when you see the images, but it has to be on your heart. You can be moved and still not moved enough to do something about it. And so it's a big testament to you that you wanted to continue to do something, because there are a lot of people who might be moved by what you saw, but that doesn't mean they're going to make it their life's mission or they don't realize it's their life's purpose.
It was definitely mine.
It was on at an early age, and I love the fact. All right, so we're going to share all of Esland's Esland. I'm going to get it. Mulan Esland. Mulan Esland. All right, my kids will love that because I love that movie. We're gonna share all of Esland's contact information, how you can get involved. Wouldn't you want to get involved? I mean, don't you love her energy and her spirit? If you have a heart for Haiti or a heart for kids in general, don't you want to get involved? That's my thing. I mean, I feel very. You can't fake how passionate and compassionate she is about
I
this.
have love for Haiti, period. That's how I started the video blogs as well.
I love it. So what else do you want to share with them before we had any parting words of wisdom? I didn't prep you for that either. Apparently I'm falling down on my show host duties. I usually end the show with asking for parting words of wisdom. Anything you want to leave them with as they go forth and leave us on this journey, which has been, by the way, a super big joy to me because we got introduced. This is the first time we met. But you know, I'm also a faith person, so I believe God brings people together for a reason. And so I love talking to somebody who's got a spirit and a love for and a passion for helping other people. And so obviously, hold on, Esland, Mulan, Esland. I had to think about it. You have it.
You get it.
I'll get it.
Once you know it, it'll be hard
Once
to forget.
I'm not going to forget. I'm not going to forget. All right, anything you want to share with them?
I just want to just basically let everyone know, like, find your purpose in life. Your job may not necessarily be your purpose. Your purpose should be something, not someone. But it should be something that really brings you joy at night. You're never too young. You're never too old. Start now, start today, to do the thing that brings you joy.
Amen. All right.
Amen.
And you've been a joy. All right, guys, reach out to her. We'll share all of her contact information. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thanks for tuning in.
Adjusting to the time schedule because the Citrus Club is closing early.
It's okay. Hi, Genesis.
We got some crazy. You have a lot of people on here. So, and of course, what we'll do is we'll both go back through, comment on everything. If you ask questions, we'll both answer. Just give us a day or an afternoon. But thanks for staying on. We love you guys so much. I'll be back over at the Grand Bohemian in about 30 minutes to kick off Breast Cancer Awareness Month. 31 days of that. So we love you guys so much. Thanks again for being on. You're awesome.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Mwah. We love you guys. See you soon.